Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Revell. And here I'm going to feature a build of mine. This is the 2008/2009 Shelby GT500 KR. And this is the 40th anniversary. And it was a limited production modified Shelby GT500 from Shelby American up in Vegas through a partnership with SVT Ford Performance. Now, in 2007, Ford started selling the Shelby GT500 through the dealerships. Shelby American was also converting Mustangs into Shelby GTs, and then this was the next step up where they took the GT500 KR and they converted it at their facility in Vegas, and they added this hood, which was a very signature distinct hood, and they did some more tweaks to the motor, and there was a bunch of options, but the main thing, the 40th anniversary model, and they decided they were going to make 1,000 of them initially. So for 2008, that was what was planned, was 2,000 or 1,000 units, and they only came in 4 colors. This one just happens to be my favorite. It's supposed to represent Vista Blue with silver stripes. That was the rarest one, actually, with a little, right around 100 made, if I remember right. And then next one was the red with silver stripes. Same thing, a little over 100 made. Then there was black with black satin stripes. That's kind of an interesting one. They kind of disappear, but that one was more common. And then the most common one with a little over 300 and something made was the silver with the blue Vista stripes, which I like that combo too. But it was not offered in a convertible for some reason. One change that they did decide to do after a while, because I think in 2008 they made a little over 1,000. They decided they were going to continue on in 2009, and they were going to produce, it ended up producing like 1,700 and something units, but they stuck with the original 1,571 units for the US market. And that was because in 68, the KR, that's how many were actually produced in 1968. So they decided to honor that, although they didn't do a convertible. That's something that I've always wondered why they didn't do the convertible version. I don't know if it had to do with the 540 horsepower as this 5.4 was pumping out versus the 500 horse that the regular GT500 was doing. The suspension was a little bit stiffer. There was quite a number of tweaks that they did, but Shelby was charging a lot more for it. The exhaust system was a little bit different, but the KR price, but had its exclusivity. You really jumped up, and they were pretty much kept track of and numbered. But this hood was like one of the most unique things. It was carbon fiber. There were a couple of carbon fiber tweaks done to it, but also the 40th anniversary emblems. So in the Shelby, in the headrests and Shelby's name. The kit I don't think has all of that stuff, but it's a very nice kit from Revell. So really enjoyed building this one. I'll get into that a little bit here, but it's just one really cool car, and I really like these Revell kits. So before we get a little too far, let's take this outside and really go over it in the sun and just show you what it looks like in the sunlight. Here we go. Well, here we are out in the Arizona sun looking at this 2008 Shelby GT500 KR here. And how does she look in the sun, Ryan?
Pretty nice. Nice.
Yeah, this blue, it's a really nice blue. And well, it was called Vista Blue on the Shelbys, and one of the rarest colors for this 08 car. They only came in 4 colors, and this blue is the least common. The silver with the blue stripes is a little bit more common. But I actually used Tamiya mica blue spray paint on this one and clear coated it. This is back when 2008, 2009 when this kit first came out. And I really like how it came out. It's still one of my favorites today. But she's looking really, really good. Look at that sparkle.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, one question.
Okay.
What does the tailgate say? I mean, the...
Back here on the back?
Yeah.
That's Shelby because it's a Shelby Mustang, and then also KR for the license plate.
Oh.
KR means King of the Road.
Oh.
All right, well, we'll take this back inside and we'll finish the rest of the video. Well, Ryan was there to join us for that visit there, and that was a lot of fun. He snuck out in the backyard with me. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So he put in a couple of comments there, of course, so it's kind of fun. But when it came to building this Revell kit, really nice, and they haven't reissued it, but even this series of Revell kits, I really enjoyed them. And the first generation ones, I built two of the GTHs. One I made into a convertible. The other one I just built it pretty much right out of the box. This one is mostly out of the box, and it also did the 2007 right out of the box. But this one I did tweak a few things. One of the things that bothered me a little bit were the tires. So I did change out the tires. Now I did build this back in 2008, 2009 when this kit came out. Matter of fact, I bought the first version, found out about the second version, and then tracked that one down. So I'll get more into that in a second. But one of the things I did do was change out these tires. So these are Pegasus Hobbies Tires. Unfortunately, they don't offer these anymore. Kind of bummed about it. They stopped making them a long time ago. I wish I had picked up more. But this one kind of bugs me a little bit because you look at them, they're starting to crack. They're cracking and splitting. And one of them had a pretty good size crack in it. So I'm not sure, how much longer these are going to last or if they will last. So that's kind of a bummer to me. I lowered it down a little bit. I might have another set of these in my boxes, but I remember the number being like 1602, but I'm not 100% sure now. But really nice tires and everything, and they really look great, but the fact that they're cracking tells me they're just not going to last. I don't recall them being stretched out on these, but being that it's probably like 15 years old, that might have something to do with it. But interior is pretty nice. A lot of stuff in there, so I detailed that up as best as I could. A lot of semi-gloss black in there with some detail painting. The whole underside is really cool with the manual tranny and all the exhaust and all the parts here. So pretty easy to do, but I did modify this one a little bit to get it to sit lower with those wheels and tires. So that was like the main modification here, and it's got these metal exhaust tips. Those are really cool. Getting those taillights painted and still reflect through there with bare metal foil on the inside. They look pretty good, but there's some of the things I really liked about this kit. And then one of the things that came out was, and I'll show you both box arts, but here's the engine on this thing, and they tend to change colors and some of this stuff here, but this particular car was only offered those 2 years, 08 and 09, until all the spots filled up. But this cold air intake with this air filter right here, that was added to the kit. The first batch of them had the regular box air filter, and that was added to the kit later. So, the box top, you can't tell by looking at the box top, but you can when you look at the side of the box. So here's a picture of one of them where you can see the side of the box, and you can see the regular air filter. But in the kit with the redesigned air filter, which all they did was just added a little extra tree and threw it in there. You still got the other stock air cleaner that was with the 07 GT500, but that's on this box. So if you flip up and look at the side, you can see which version you have. So thankfully they were marked, as long as they were sealed, still sealed when you're shopping for this kit. But I do have another one of these kits with all of that stuff. So pretty cool, but haven't built it. Matter of fact, I've got pretty much one each unbuilt of all three. And then the 2010 kit is another really nice kit. I believe I got one of those as well in my pile of Mustangs because I got way too many of them. That's just kind of how some of this stuff goes. Really enjoyed these kits. They were so much fun, and they built up so nicely. And then this valance with those fog lights down there, are their brake ducts. I'm trying to remember. I think those might have been brake ducts. But just some of the tweaks that they did to make this version. I wish they would, do more of these modern Shelbys too. It'd be really cool. One that I would love to have, but I don't know anybody who's making a resin conversion of it or anything, is a 2013 Shelby GT350. That wasn't offered through Ford. That was only through, and they had a wide body for the rear as well, but I think that came out the next year in 14. But I like that in Kona blue. It's a little bit darker blue. This is supposed to represent Vista blue. But what I actually used is, this is Tamiya mica spray blue, and that just comes out laying down really nice. Believe this one I also used the Tamiya clear coat, the TS13. I don't remember all the numbers, but this was like one of the last ones before I started really using the automotive clear coat. But it just came out awesome, and it's just living up well, other than the tires. That's got me a little concerned about, you know, how this is going to last down the road. But anyways, you guys, just wanted to share this with you, and I'm surprised I haven't shared it before. But I got, you know, a few more of these, you know, to show you. I got the 07 and then the GT350. I did show the convertible briefly in one of the videos with the 06 GTH coupe. Anyways, you guys, thank you for tuning in and all your comments and your subscription and everything. I really do appreciate it, you guys. And hit that like and subscribe. That'd be awesome. You guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.